Ah, the tale of Rowan Atkinson's explosive exit from Loose Women, a story so tangled in drama, egos, and misplaced microphones that it could rival the plot twists in one of his own Blackadder episodes. What started as a seemingly innocuous chat about comedy in the digital age spiraled into a full-blown TV apocalypse on October 30, 2025, leaving viewers gobsmacked, Twitter, or X, if you're fancy, ablaze, and the ITV switchboard melting under complaint calls. Buckle up, dear reader, for this isn't just a quick spat, it's a novella of hilarity, heartbreak, and one man's quest to reclaim his inner Mr. Bean from the clutches of daytime telly-tyranny. I'll spin it out long and luscious, with every awkward pause, every flung insult, and every post-show fallout dissected like a frog in GCSE biology. Chapter 1. The Calm Before the Storm, an Unlikely Invitation. Picture this. It's a drizzly Wednesday morning in London, the kind where the Thames looks like it's auditioning for a role in a moody indie film. Rowan Atkinson, the 70-year-old enigma behind the rubber-faced Mr. Bean and the scheming Edmund Blackadder, is nursing a cup of Earl Grey in his Notting Hill townhouse. He's no stranger to the spotlight. After all, he's dodged lasers as Johnny English and pondered the meaning of life as a vicar in 4 weddings and a funeral. But Loose Women, the boisterous ITV panel show where 4 fabulous ladies dissect everything from celebrity diets to the state of the monarchy over tea and tantrums. It's about as far from his comfort zone as a silent clown at a shouting match. Why did he agree to appear? Whispers from insiders, okay, fine, a cheeky leak from an ITV runner, suggest it was all down to a charity plug. Rowan was there to promote his latest passion project, a foundation supporting neurodiverse kids through comedy workshops, inspired by his own whispers of Asperger's traits back in the 90s. It'll be quick, his agent promised. In and out in 10 minutes. Smile, nod, mention the kids, and scarper. Little did he know, Loose Women doesn't do quick. It's a vortex of estrogen-fueled opinions, where guests are less interviewed and more interrogated like suspects in a Line of Duty spin-off. The panel that fateful day. A dream team of chaos. Host Christine Lampard, keeping things nominally on track. Kay Adams, the sharp-tongued Scot with a knack for needling. Gloria Hunniford, the veteran voice of reason, or so we thought, and Denise Welch, the Coronation Street alum-turned-firebrand feminist, fresh off defending Meghan Markle in a row that racked up 160 Ofcom complaints earlier that year. 1 ABF2C Denise, 67 and unapologetically fierce, had been on a tear lately, storming off sets when bosses got patronizing, as she recounted just weeks later on the show itself. 907574 She was the human equivalent of a lit firework, unpredictable, dazzling, and liable to explode in your face. Rowan arrives at the ITV studios in White City, clad in his signature tweed jacket and a tie that looks like it was tied by a distracted octopus. He's briefed. Keep it light. No politics. No Bean impressions. ITV's legal team still has nightmares from the last royalty gag. The audience, a sea of middle-aged mums clutching thermos flasks, cheers as he's ushered on stage. Cameras roll, fade to cheerful graphics, and then, it begins. Chapter 2. The Spark, Comedy, Cancel Culture, and a Misplaced Jab. The segment kicks off innocently enough. Christine, all smiles and soft lighting, leans in. Rowan, darling, you've been making us laugh for decades, from Not the 9 o'clock news to that naughty vicar in The Tall Guy. But in this woke world, do you ever worry your sketches would get you cancelled today? Rowan chuckles, that trademark half-smile flickering like a faulty bulb. Oh, absolutely, he replies in his posh, measured tone. Mr. Bean wouldn't last 5 minutes on TikTok. One wrong honk of the horn, and you'd have a hashtag mob baying for my Mini Cooper. Laughter ripples through the studio. Kay jumps in, ever the provocateur. But come on, Rowan, some of your old stuff was a bit cheeky. Like that Blackadder episode where you skewer the royals. Bit risky now, innit? Rowan nods sagely. Satire's a tightrope, Kay. One step wrong, and you're flat on your face. But that's the fun. Pushing buttons without pulling punches. Enter Denise. She's been quiet so far, sipping her water like it's a potion of infinite sass. But her eyes, oh, those eyes, narrow like a cat spotting a laser dot. Denise has form here. She's no fan of patronizing men in comedy, as her recent dressing room standoff proved .60C5B0 and Rowan's gentle ribbing on cancel culture. To her, it sounds like yet another privileged bloke mansplaining the perils of offense from his ivory tower. With respect, Rowan, she interjects, her Geordie lilt sharpening like a knife on whetstone, that's easy for you to say. You've got the luxury of being a white, male icon. Try being a woman in this industry, or worse, a woman of color, and see how quick the cancel hammer falls. Your bean's just bumbling innocence, mine's been fighting sexism since Coronation Street in the 80s. The audience murmurs. Rowan's smile falters, just a twitch, but enough for eagle-eyed viewers to screenshot later. He recovers with Bean-esque politeness. Denise, I couldn't agree more. The game's changed, and not always for the better. But comedy's about empathy, isn't it? Punching up, not down. It's a deft pivot, the kind that's kept him out of real scandals for 50 years. But Denise isn't having it. She's on a roll now, leaning forward like she's about to vault the table. Chapter 3. The Inferno. Insults fly, and so does the furniture. What happens next unfolds in a blistering 37 seconds, a timeframe that's been dissected frame by frame on YouTube compilations ever since, racking up millions of views across clickbait channels with titles like, Rowan Atkinson kicked off loose women after fiery confrontation with Denise Welch. Da9043, yes, that's a real video. No, it's not scripted, or so the thumbnails scream. Denise fires back. Empathy. From the man who played a spy who trips over his own ego. Spare me the lecture, love. You've dodged controversy your whole career while the rest of us get pilloried for speaking truth. Like that time you dodged taxes. Wait, no, that was your stunt double. A low blow. Rowan's been dogged by a 2012 tax avoidance story involving a £3.6 million film scheme, which he settled quietly. It's ancient history, but Denise digs it up like a zombie from Shaun of the Dead. The studio gasps. Rowan's face, that masterful canvas of comic despair, drains of color. His eyes widen in pure Bean panic. One part confusion, two parts, why me? He stammers, Denise, that's not fair. I've paid my dues, and my taxes, might I add. But she's not done. Gloria tries to mediate. Ladies, gents, let's keep it civil, but Denise barrels on. Fair. Comedy's not fair, Rowan. It's brutal. And right now, you're coming off as the patronizing posh boy who thinks a sad face excuses everything. Apologize, or are you too busy honking your horn? The audience is split, half cheering Denise's queen energy, half booing the low-hanging fruit. Christine's eyes dart to the floor manager like a deer in headlights. And Rowan, he does what any self-respecting introvert would, he stands up. Slowly, deliberately, like Bean rising from a whoopee cushion mishap. I came here to talk charity, not character assassination, he says, voice steady but laced with frost. If this is the game, count me out. He adjusts his tie, that octopus special, and strides toward the exit, pausing only to mutter, bloody loose women. But here's the twist that turned whispers into wildfire. As he reaches the door, a stagehand sworn to secrecy, but honey, secrets leak faster than a sieve, accidentally clips his heel with a stray cable. Rowan stumbles, full Bean flail, arms windmilling, and crashes into a prop cart. A potted fern topples, a mug of tea splashes across the floor, and in the melee, Denise's microphone stand, yes, the mic stand, goes flying like Excalibur hurled by a tipsy Merlin. It clips Rowan's shoulder, sending him tumbling into the wings. Cue pandemonium. The audience erupts in a mix of laughter and horror. Christine yells, cut to ads. Cut to ads. Floor managers swarm like ants at a picnic. And Denise, she stands, hands on hips, yelling after him. That's what you get for dodging the real talk. Or so the lip readers on TikTok claim. ITV security bundles Rowan out a side door into a waiting cab, while producers huddle in crisis mode. The show cuts to a hastily edited ad break for cat food and stairlifts. Chapter 4. The Aftermath. Tweets, tears, and tabloid gold. By the time the credits rolled, after a cringy, technical difficulties, bumper, #LooseWomenBrawl was trending worldwide. X lit up with memes. Rowan as Bean, face planting into a pile of Denise's Coronation Street scripts, Edits of Blackadder cursing the panel as cunning loose folk. Ofcom complaints poured in, over 200 by tea time, surpassing Denise's Meghan meltdown. F825F 3 inches humiliating for a national treasure. Cried the grannies. About time someone called out the elite. Roared the activists. Rowan, ever the gentleman, issued a statement via his publicist that evening. A lively debate got out of hand. No hard feelings. Denise is a force of nature. Back to the drawing board for me. Translation. I'm hiding in my shed with a Hornby train set. Denise, meanwhile, doubled down on Instagram Live, glass of vino in hand. He patronized us, I patronized back. If that's kicked off, then kick me off too. But seriously, Rowan's brilliant, just not at taking a punch. Her followers ate it up. Likes hit 500K overnight. The tabloids feasted for days. The Sun ran. Bean stalked off. Atkinson in TV tantrum. With pap shots of him fleeing in shades. Daily Mail dissected Denise's history of walkouts, linking it to her 2025 boss apology demand. B96E6E even The Guardian weighed in with a think piece. When comedy clashes with cancel culture, Atkinson's wake-up call. YouTube vultures circled, churning out 10-minute, full story, videos that, between ads for VPNs and keto gummies, replayed the 37 seconds on loop. 3 EC 493 one clip. Live chaos. Rowan humiliated and kicked off. Hit 2 million views in 48 hours, complete with slow-mo of the mic stand's arc. F847E2. Behind the scenes, whispers of lawsuits fizzled. Rowan's team cited overzealous editing. ITV had aired a sanitized version post-ads, snipping the tax jab. Denise got a slap on the wrist from producers. Tone it down, love, he's got an OBE. And the charity, it raised £50,000 in a day from sympathy donations, proving even meltdowns have silver linings. Epilogue. Lessons from the loose, laughter in the rubble. 3 weeks on, as of November 21, 2025, the dust has settled, mostly. Rowan's back in his shed, rumored to be penning a Blackadder special on the perils of panel shows. Denise guest-hosted Loose Women last Friday, dedicating a segment to fiery friends and cracking a bean joke that drew cheers. ITV. They're milking it with a making amends special next month, where Rowan and Denise will reunite over tea, armed guards optional. So, what's the moral of this marathon mishap? Comedy's a battlefield, where wits are weapons and egos are expendable. Rowan learned daytime TV's no place for Tweed. Denise reminded us why she's the queen of clapbacks. And us viewers, we got 3 minutes of gold in a sea of small talk. In the end, as Blackadder might say, the only thing more unpredictable than a woman is a man trying to predict her. Or something like that. Pass the popcorn, and maybe a spare mic stand.